What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So the news that is coming out just recently, this is massive news. This is great because this news of the IRS making changes, this could benefit Social Security and Medicare, but it could also be the answer to our debt ceiling situation. Again, this is massive news. The IRS, and here's the news, the IRS has greatly improved over the past few years. Yes, a lot of it was because of it was infused with additional funding just recently, but this is a major improvement by the IRS, and this could mean some crucial news coming forward regarding Social Security and Medicare. Now, I will get to that in just a minute, what we could see as far as Social Security and Medicare. But first, I want you to understand what has happened over the past year. Here's what's gone on. The biggest thing is that the IRS received $80 billion from the Inflation Reduction Act. This was a bill that was passed by Democrats and President Biden. Now, you will never guess how much of that $80 billion has been used so far. It's been 1 year. You will never guess how much of that $80 billion has been used to make all of these IRS improvements. Out of the $80 billion, only $1 billion has been utilized. That is critical. That's a critical piece of information. The IRS stated that they're expecting a normal tax season. This means no more excessive delays in tax filing. We're not going to see phone calls going unanswered for days on end. The fact of the matter is the IRS says they're answering about 90% of their phone calls lately. That's big. Now, we're not going to see a massive backlog in paper returns either. This is big news. What we know is that the IRS has hired more than 5,000 workers so far. Last month, they put out more job openings for another 5,300 workers. And the IRS, again, still has $79 billion to spend over the next 9 years. Now, what should we see moving forward? Well, this is where experts are saying that there is opportunity here to cut costs and provide for these essential programs. When they say cut costs, they are talking about cutting costs through the IRS. Does the IRS need $80 billion? No. That is what has been reported ever since it was even discussed. Providing $80 billion to the IRS, do they need that kind of money? The answer has always been no. But the more money you provide to the IRS, the more workers they can hire to potentially go out there and target tax cheats. And again, that would bring in more revenue to bring down our federal deficit and to provide for essential programs like Social Security and Medicare. Now, one of the things that we have constantly talked about here on this channel is where additional funding for Social Security and Medicare would even come from. Now, here is where Republicans have threatened cuts before. They have said that the IRS didn't need $80 billion. The IRS is already predicting they're going to have a normal tax season. So this new information is only going to cause an increase in calls from the GOP to eliminate additional spending going to the IRS. Why does the IRS need any more money when they are now back to normal? Now, granted, back to normal does not mean 100% better. Back to normal means there's a lot less delays. So we are going to experience a normal tax season, but some say normal is not good enough, let's improve. But again, do we need $80 billion to do that? The answer from most people is no, we do not. Now, the IRS says they're planning to go after tax cheats, and they're hiring workers right now in order to do this. But some say that they're essentially just positioning themselves in a way that they're going to target the lowest income households, the lowest income earners here in the United States. Now, I don't want to get your hopes up and say that we are going to see the IRS funding get redistributed towards Social Security and Medicare and other social programs, but experts are already saying that the conversations are being had. So that's extremely important to keep in mind. Now, one thing I can tell you is that there are many options on the table at this time. Some of the different options, obviously, raising the full retirement age from age 67 up to age 70, that's still possible. increasing the payroll tax, and possibly the tax cap is still on the table as well. We know raising the minimum income required to file federal income taxes, that's being considered. It's currently $25,000. And states are also highly considering cutting taxes on Social Security income. This is actually pretty important, and it covers many states. So some of the states that are currently tax Social Security income at the state level. Again, it doesn't matter how much you make, whether you make $15,000, you make $24,000. At the state level, you will still have to file your state income taxes. See, these are the states that currently tax Social Security. We got Colorado, Connecticut, Kansas, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Mexico, Rhode Island, Vermont, and West Virginia. Now, some states like Colorado, Utah, Vermont, West Virginia, and New Mexico, they've all reduced taxes on older residents, but lawmakers are now saying that state taxes simply go to the general fund, so eliminating these taxes would really help out the quality of life for many older residents. So that's the reason why they're bringing this up now. Again, I think this is big news. This is major news that the IRS has had and gone through these changes, only spent $1 billion, but at the same time have made all these improvements. That's big. That's key. Now, do I think we are going to see the other $79 billion go back to the U.S. government? No, I don't. Do I think we're going to see a reduction here? It's possible. It is quite possible that the IRS, you don't need $80 billion. You don't need an additional $8 billion on top of what you're already getting. No, you don't need that. Maybe an additional $1 billion a year is more than enough. So instead of $80 billion, we only spend an additional $10 billion. How great would that be that we save $70 billion? Now again, I don't think we're going to be able to see $70 billion get redistributed, get pulled back. But do I think we could see half of it? Yeah, I do. Because that's what many people were expecting, is we were going to be around $40 to $50 billion in additional IRS funding. And then we came out and we passed $80 billion. So we'll see what happens there. One thing I can tell you though, this is going to increase the discussions, increase the talks between the GOP and Democrats, is okay, we solved this issue. We are now getting back to normal. How much additional money do we need? How much more money do we need to hire these additional workers? And really, is that going to be the best thing, to hire workers, to bring them on, to potentially go after tax cheats, which again, I'm not saying the low income earners are tax cheats, but they are the ones that, according to experts, are going to be audited more often simply because they have an easier tax return. That's the only reason. So we're going to see what happens moving forward, but these IRS changes could mean big news for Social Security and Medicare. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.